Good evening, everyone. How you doing? It's me and Tiff. Um, Hope you're gonna come in and watch us. I have my misfit fruits that I promised that I would show. Um, what they gave me. Maybe we can figure out why they're misfits. I don't see why they're misfits, but they're misfits. So I don't know. So if anybody's here, say hi. So I know you're here. Say hi. Well, well, here's to us.
But really, I wanted to see the misfit vegetables.
The
Like,
who?
what are the misfit veggies?
Oh,
What did they send you?
oh, okay. Um, Here's a lemon. Now I don't know if it's because it's not shaped like a normal lemon. It's a little bit bigger, I think, than a normal lemon. Sort of like a ball. Maybe that's why. That's one. Two.
Nobody watched.
It's all right.
I know.
Two is the persimmon. I got it right. I was going to say permission.
No, persimmon.
Persimmon. Persimmon. And I don't know what is wrong with this. I maybe because it has, I don't know, little I don't know, whatever's on it, but I have no clue because I've never seen one before actually, so I couldn't tell you why.
Do you know what you're supposed to do with it?
Huh?
Do you know what you're supposed to do with it?
I was assuming I was supposed to eat it like a fruit. If not, tell me in advance because I mean, you don't know. I thought it was a fruit. It looked like a
Like
fruit to me.
apple? It looks kind of like
A bag of carrots. I don't understand what might be wrong with them, other than they don't have that their tips, the little tippies on them. I don't know. Like I don't know. Maybe they're different sizes. I don't follow. They seem fine to me. But this is what a misfit or a whatever the hell. I don't understand it. An avocado. So maybe they're a little tiny. You know, I got two of them, so maybe they're like two little cojones. I don't know.
Are they
Personally,
soft?
well now it is because it wasn't when I first got it, but you know, like two little cojones
Oh, really?
when there. And okay, what else we got in here? Oh, a spaghetti squash,
Ooh,
which again
big.
is bigger than what it should be, like what it normally would be.
Mm.
I mean, maybe because it looks like that, because it has, you know, when I worked in that factory, picking and packing tomatoes, anything that like if the top of the tomato looked like that,
Right.
it was called cat face, and so they like had to go somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe because it has that on it. Oh, which way we go? Yeah, maybe because it has that on it. But I mean, if that's the only reason, I think it's a steal.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know. Ugh. And last but not least, we have some mushrooms.
Oh, some portobello.
Yeah, they're pretty big, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they don't say mushrooms on it. It just doesn't say anything. It's just the mushrooms. So perhaps because it didn't have a name, I don't know. But it won't stop me from slicing them up and adding
Mm-mm.
them to something,
Those are good kind of
right?
or stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel a little spongy, but I think that they would be perfectly fine. Matter
Yeah.
of fact, oh, and some potatoes, a bag of potatoes, which are all the same size, little yellow potatoes. So what I was thinking of doing is taking that stewed beef that I made, taking the meat out of it, adding a can of crushed tomatoes,
Mm-hmm.
and some more, like in some more water to it, and then cutting the little baby potatoes in half, and cutting up some carrots, and cutting up these mushrooms, and making it a soup some sort, and then add the meat back because the meat is cooked already. Like how, like it's already fell apart. Like the meat is. So I mean, I couldn't boil it up any more than what it already is, or else it would just be like minced meat in there. So,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what.
That would be good.
Yes, yes, it would be.
Oh, look, I can mute your mic and talk and then
Oh, see, you can do it all. Great.
unmute it. Mute it and unmute it.
I see.
Well, that sounds good. I mean, that turned out pretty good, but you didn't get any chocolate covered marshmallows?
I ate them already. They're gone.
But yeah.
But they were good. Yes, they were chocolate covered. They look like Christmas trees.
Oh, and they were like dipped in chocolate.
For Christmas trees, but they were delicious, I have to say. They really were.
How many were there?
Um, I want to say like 10 in a box. Not bad, not bad at all. And they were nice size, they were a nice, yeah, a nice size. So that was the first thing then. When nothing else went, that's the only thing that got eaten.
I like it. So, how much did it end up being? Do you think it was worth the money?
uh well, I mean, everything is organic, so they say, but I don't think it was worth the money, honestly. I mean, it was like $36. So 2 lemons, 2 avocados, a 4 pound bag of potatoes, those portobello mushrooms, um, that one, the one zucchini, and the bag of carrots, and the chocolate covered marshmallows. I just don't think that it's worth $36.
It does seem a little high.
Yeah, it is. I didn't, and supposedly you're saving, and I don't see where the savings is at all. Now, how'd you give me 2 boxes of the marshmallows?
You may have won me over a little bit.
I might have a little bit, yeah, because I mean, I would have forgot all about everything else, the price, and I would have just like, oh, well, these things are so freaking good. Even my cat, which I don't think you're supposed to give your cat chocolate, but even my cat was licking one of those chocolate marshmallow Christmas trees. He was licking it. Ooh, he was loving it.
And he doesn't like people food.
Nope, but he likes chocolate. Hey, Tomas. How'd you do today? How'd you do?
I'm not sure what that was going for. How'd you do? How'd you do or how you doing?
How'd you doing? How'd you doing? Oh, you muted me, so he can't even fucking hear what I said.
I like this thing where I can mute you. I'm gonna have to like
Shut your fucking mouth. Just shut your fucking mouth. No, Tomas, the topic was the Misfit fruits and vegetables, that company, the Misfits that you get, the stuff for cheap is organic, but because it's like shaped differently and whatever, so like, nobody wants them. So they give it to you supposedly cheaper, but it wasn't cheaper. So, here's the permission, the persimmon, the, the persimmon, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. And Tiffany doesn't either. And I'm afraid now to take a bite of it because I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it.
it's a persimmon. And also, maybe we should have you take a bite out of it.
Yeah, right?
What's it feel like?
A lemon that is as big as a softball. I'll do it again. Like
Not the lemon, the persimmon.
they send me 2 cojones, Tomas. 2 cojones, okay? But I'm only showing one. But there's two, nice and like ready to go, ready to go. The youngins. Ugh, you know, I'd have fun with that. But well, we have that and we have the carrot, so we were all set. We were all set for the.
So we'll say goodnight to Dore now.
It was a blowout. We had mushrooms. Oh, wait a minute. The biggest thing. Oh my God. God Almighty, I need strength. A spaghetti squash, which I wouldn't rake up as spaghetti. I would just cut it in half or cut it in pieces, put it in soup, or put it in the oven in half and do something with it. I think. I don't know. Don't you put them in the oven? Little olive oil, little.
Yeah, you can bake them. And actually, if you do scrape, you can scrape it out like with a fork and it'll create like a pasta kind of consistency. It's actually good. You could just cook it up a little bit. Know? It is good. I'm just doing it so we don't hear the egg out. And I think Tomas was fully crap in your squash. Tomas, if you're here, can you hear
Can
that
you hear that
echo?
echo?
You muted yourself.
Because he can hear the echo, unless I mute you. you you're
You're
not
not
muted.
me.
I know. I know.
That's because I'm playing this game of mute me, mute Doreen, mute me, mute Doreen, so that we can talk.
So that nobody has to hear the echo, but they're gonna hear it if I talk. So that's why she keeps shutting me to.
It's not when you talk, it's only when I talk.
Oh, oh. Well, Tomas, it seems like you're the only one here.
We better flip it to only.
Dun, 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 dun.
Mel said she was doing something. Mel said she was doing something and she'd be back, but I don't know. And I don't know if we'll be here that long either.
He say you guys are a trip. I thought he said we use a triple.
We could use a triple. I could use a
We
triple.
use a triple right now.
I thought about having a drink tonight, like getting a little drink on. I don't very often, but I thought kind of like I just have been feeling so crappy, and so then I was like, I better not.
Hmm. I haven't felt like it lately.
I think I wish I would feel like it. The,
Yeah.
like the woo, okay, I want to get loose and like that of it.
Well, Christmas is a coming. Thanksgiving is a coming. New Year's is a coming.
My birthday is coming.
December 12th.
No,
No.
but
But
that's
that's
what I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying.
Your birthday's not this.
No, it's
No,
not
it's not
When is it?
the
the
night.
night.
But my family's gonna be together and the girls and stuff. So maybe I'll give you. But I don't want to. I might die on my 50th birthday if that happens.
Drink and you might cry. That's what will happen.
I'll be like a blubbering mess. I'll be talking from year one, Doreen. You know?
You know?
I'm back. He's doing so good putting up with this stuff. Ooh.
The cat. Did you see the little tube Mouse Kitty had put in its ear?
No, I just saw Mel and her daughter the what she put up said now her daughter's loving on him. What happened to the cat? What happened with the cat, Mel? I don't know when to talk and when not to talk because Tiffany fucking muting me and unmuting me. because we're having technical difficulties here.
Because if I talk while Doreen is not muted, we have feedback. So I have to mute Doreen for me to talk, and then sometimes mute me. It doesn't seem to be as bad. It's Doreen. And so now when I mute Doreen, she feels like every time she's like, oh, she just told me to shut the fuck up. And so now I'm kind of having fun with it. Like she's
This pic of Griffin.
the pics of Griffin pics were in the chat. I saw.
Oh, okay. But I wanted to know what happened. Uh, uh, uh.
I'm sorry. He had an ear infection and he scratched his ear so bad he got the hematoma in it. And this new vet is so much better. Good. I'm glad that you like the new vet, Mel. And I agree with Dorino because poor guy. And it looked like it almost looks like a straw sticking out of his little ear. These pets, I tell you, poor little guys. Max too. Ugh.
Yeah, what happened with Max?
I think that he had a puncture wound from like him and Daisy fighting over a toy. And I think it might have gotten infected and some bacteria in it. And so it ended up being like a huge, well, I don't know how huge because I haven't talked to her, but I'm imagining it was pretty big pus and swelling like around his neck. So like they got all that out and his neck looks so much smaller today.
He on any
But it was
antibiotics?
confusing.
Is he on antibiotics?
I don't know for sure. I haven't talked to her. I don't know. They may just let it do its natural little thing, and make sure it's cleaning out. I'm not sure.
Oh wow. I wish somebody could drain my ear every 5 hours.
Mm. But he probably, I'm sure he hates it. He don't like it. And I mean, every 5 hours might become a little much for me too. I don't like to be bothered.
My ears leak.
That's something I've noticed as I've gotten older. Like my ears do run. Like if the allergies or what, that's something I never had when I was young, but now it's like, what is happening? All the grossies. It's with age.
Oh, he's got kitty gabapentin. Aw.
My mom gives her dog trazodone, and it it helps her a lot. So it's interesting some of the meds that cross over and really make a big difference. And I hope that helps him, uh, Mel, feel a little better. Poor feller. Hmm.
Yeah.
We're the gross ear onion club. It's disgusting. But like I said yesterday, the body does disgusting things, right?
Thank God for that little thingamajig that I have, because I mean I could stick it right to my ear and vibrate on, and ooh, gets into that itch that comes from your throat.
Aw.
It's good for so many uses, I'll tell you.
Smells like grossier society. Yeah, it is gross. But it's also like normal. That's the thing is like there's so many things that the body do that really are disgusting, right? It is gross. But like everybody has it once you talk about it.
I know this guy that had such horrible leakage of his ears. He used to like have to walk around with like a towel around him to get it all out.
Was it like real liquidy, very like clear liquid fluidish? Yeah. Mm.
I'll tell you. I have surprised myself today, boy. A whole paper towel from end to end. I was like, you go, girl. You go, girl. You special.
Oh my goodness, I should have muted her long ago. Oh, fuck. I'm just teasing. Hold on. Hold on. We're learning, and we're also we're learning. And yeah.
You all telling should see a mechanic.
Well, I think I need under my engine checks.
I found out that mine was just fine.
I don't like this muting and back and forth shit, but it's like as soon as you find yours, mine's like run off somewhere. It's like, hello? Hello? Anybody? No, nobody at all.
What are we gonna do for the next one? Will I have to buy some headphones or something?
Well, I don't know because I just saw it was just an update tonight. It didn't even say anything before when I came into the room and then sent you the invite and all that stuff. It didn't say anything. So, but that was over 6 hours ago. So, I don't know. Maybe it will be fixed tomorrow. That we're talking about the feedback, guys, and it gave me a notification that it was an Android Chrome type of issue. So that's why I'm muting her and see so that we don't have that crappy feedback.
Oh,
What did you say about your persimmon? It looks like a tomato. Mel, do you know what you're supposed to do? Yeah, my chicken, dude. It's like, anyway. Oh, she's gonna just bite into it. All right, let's see what the persimmon tastes like. Is it like a tomato or an apple or what?
kind of sweet.
But let's see the inside of it. Go on. I need to see farther in. It's a persimmon, Tomas. It's a fruit. That's what I said, Mel. It looks like tomato.
Mm-mm. It tastes like a mango.
Mm. Let's see.
It has a taste between a mango and a fig.
Hmm. Does it have a seed? Oh, kind of, looks like a pepperish, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it tastes like a mango and a fig.
I like this trying new food thing. Let's watch Doreen eat a persimmon. Mel asked if it's plum-like.
No. No. Oh, it is.
I want to know, like, does it have a pit? Does it have seeds? What's its situation on the inside?
For right now, nothing.
Hmm.
Oh, wait a minute.
It was like a bean, a seed,
A seed.
just one.
So far.
I wonder if it's gonna be like an apple, like have a couple on the inside. See, I appreciate you eating this first, but I would like to try it now.
Yeah, you would. I think you would actually really enjoy it.
Yeah,
You really would because it does taste like mango and it does taste like fig.
I do like both of those, but I like chocolate more. But I would probably like it. The feedback is crazy. We didn't necessarily have a topic tonight, except for I just still wanted to keep talking about the crank and like the feeling of crappy that's going around. Just because it is still going around. That's all. I just want to mention it. I want to give everybody, validity that is been feeling that way because you're not alone.
Well, it was the only seed so far. We're practically done.
Wow. One persimmon in your whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but it don't taste like one. Actually, the outside of it is like it looks like a shiny tomato, just a different color. and it has a nice, and it's not too sweet. It's not overly sweet.
You said an apricot.
No,
Well, it did look tasty. Thank you for eating it with us from your misfits. You could have shared some of the chocolate marshmallows with us, but
and that's all that there is. Just this one little coin. That's it. Oh,
you're gonna have to plant it outside and see if it grows. See what happens. That would be fun. Maybe in the spring. Mel asked if it was like eating an apple, and Tomas asked if you would buy it again.
yes, I would.
Hmm.
Yes, I would because it's not so sweet. It's sweet, but not too sweet, which tells me that it's not loaded with sugar, which is good for me. So yes, I would. I will go to the fruit store and I'll ask for permission.
That was one of the questions. Mel said she's a huge texture person, and that was one of the things that I thought we could talk about tonight. We just get off wherever we go, but like sensory shit, because like that's another thing that with this like kind of when we were talking about seasonal affective disorder and like kind of the depression that comes with this time of year and feeling off and all that stuff. I think our sensory issues get a little bit heightened. What do you think?
Yeah, it does. It does. I get this thing every now and then, and it irritates the shit out of me. It's like my ear, like it just goes boom. Like not that anything like blew out of it, but it's just like like a sound. It just goes like boom. And I also hear a lot of music or a lot of people talking. Now that might be psychiatric, but I don't know.
I'm like, oh, this is like turning into a totally different kind of show.
And I hate when it happens because the people, I don't know what they're saying, but it's like a big gathering, you know? When you have it, see like a big gathering, no, you hear because you can't tell what they're saying. They're just all talking amongst each other. It's like that in my ear, and I hate that.
Is it like a buzzing, like tinnitus, maybe?
No,
Well, I think you should get your ears checked. Like that's another good thing too. And I'm not saying, sometimes like with the balance and our equilibrium and shit like that, sometimes I'll get a humming or a little type of thing going on. But it's good to get checked, or
yeah, I'm not afraid of that, so I can.
yeah, and then if that isn't a problem, then go to the psychiatrist after, start small. Yeah.
But I have different kind of sensory issues that all the time. That shit that runs when it happens. I don't have it now, but when it does decide to show its ugly face, it's always up and down the spine, and I can't deal with that. Like I can't, like the squeaking of a bed or the like the foot, the somebody walking, like all that just like ooh, it just goes like right through me, up and down, and I can't deal with any of it. Like I want everybody just to shut the fuck up and stand still, and no sounds, no nothing, nothing, nothing. I can't. It's horrible. That's the worst of my sensory issues that I have.
It's like all of those little noises just scratch at you, or like nails on a chalkboard, or all of that. And so it's overwhelming where you almost can't tolerate it. Good evening, Mischief, or good morning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a bit that way too when my sensory issues are like really heightened. There are times when like one of the first panic attacks I ever had in my life. I was young and I was floating in the swimming pool right on my back, and I was looking up at the clouds. And I think I started to realize how big the sky was. And that's what gave me the panic attack. I became afraid of the sky because it was so big, right? So it's almost like that is a big sensory thing for me, the open space of the sky, whether I notice how open it is or not, especially out here where I live, will be different depending on how high end my sensory issues are at the moment. That's something I can notice. Is there something you can notice?
No. But one weird thing that used to happen to me when I was younger, and I don't get it anymore. Why? I don't know. Maybe it's a psychiatric thing too. Like, here we go again. Like anytime I was sick and I had like a really high fever, for some reason when I would lay down in bed and like just look up at the ceiling, why like the words would come to my head thick, thicker, thick, thicker, and like everything would look like it was, I don't know, like expanding and then not, then going back, and like, and that like would always be in my head, thick, thicker, thick, thicker. It was weird all the time. Only with a high fever.
That's interesting. Maybe a self-soothing coping mechanism, maybe, you
You
know?
know. Mm.
I used to think words in my head and spell them like I think I've told you that before, right? That I would think words in my head and spell them at the same time, spell them out in my head at the same time. So like as I was speaking words, I was spelling them at the same time in my head. And I don't know where the hell I picked that up. I don't know why I did it, but it took a long time to unlearn that, to like calm that shit down. But it just might be a thing like that where it's just somewhere you picked it up and it just like stuck.
Yeah, could be. But the scratching of, like you're saying, like the scratching of the chalkboard, like we all know how that feels. But the sensory thing like that would just like, it would just last. It wouldn't go away, and that is like torture.
That's a tough one, especially when you don't know what's going to set it off, or that you're even in a space that it's going to be come to light, right? Because there are times that like I'm just going along and I'm doing something, and all of a sudden I may turn a corner and I'm like, whoa, right? Like just throws you right
Right
off.
off. Yeah. Now I hope that permison, what the fuck it was, I hope it wasn't poisonous or something.
Now you're thinking about it after the fact. See, you should think about these things before you eat it. Just saying. Anyway, I'm sure it was fine. Tomas says vertigo is still messing with me. It is. It's really it's and vertigo with the sensory issues, that's a whole different mind fuck, isn't it? Doreen, you can talk. Just when you gotta talk too.
You know how I told you, like, I have no balance if I can't see.
Hmm.
So for the first time today, after I took my shower, when I got out of the shower and I went to put the towel on my head, and I couldn't see, and I fucking slammed into the wall. And that's the first time that ever happened to me.
Did it throw your balance off?
Yeah, because I have none. I don't have any balance when I can't see. God damn it! I fucking almost went into the goddamn cat box. That would have been a fucking another shower.
Mischief says, my issue is lack of tolerance to certain noises, and it stems from past neighbors. Persistent bouncing balls, dogs barking, and heavy bass tea drives me cray cray. Yeah. And she asked, like, if the noises you were hearing in your ears were your neighbors, but I don't think so.
Oh, no, no, it's not. It happens too often, and there's nobody around. Actually, there's nobody.
That's what I was gonna say is like you don't hear your neighbors like that.
No, no, not at all. Crazy.
Mischief just woke up. She got 4 hours sleep. Go girl, because that's usually my goal. And she said she was being facetious about the neighbors. She was just joking. Well, oh, sorry, I left you muted.
Oh, I said that could happen too, but no.
Yeah. Well, since we're having these technical difficulties and it's difficult for our conversation to just flow, because I know you're not sure when to talk or when not to talk.
I know I have to keep looking up to see if I'm muted or not. It's like stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. Well, maybe we should just do it another night when the Android has fixed its issue.
I think that's a good idea. And I would like to talk some more about like sensory issues, especially during this time of year. Maybe that's just something, a conversation that we can just keep having. Like when people come in and just check on, like, how's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? Because it most certainly is a time for people to be feeling kind of shitty. And that heightens, you know, all of the everythings. So let's say goodnight for tonight. And we will figure out another time. Let's figure out another time that's during an earlier hour for our friends in the UK and Europe and the time difference. Want to do that?
Yes, sure.
Okay, I'll say good night and then you can say good night. Everybody have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. Tomas Mel, thanks for popping in. Mischief, have a great morning. Enjoy your coffee. Love you guys to pieces. Make good choices.
Have a good night, everyone, and a good morning. Um, Thanks for everybody who hung in there with us during this trial and basis that went on over here. I mean, we'll be back another day when everything is copacetic. Love you all. Spread the love. Spread the love.